Ever feel like your emotions are a runaway train? One minute you're fine, and next you're overwhelmed with anger, sadness, or anxiety. What if I told you that you have the power to become the conductor of that train? That's what emotional regulation is all about. It's not about suppressing your feelings, but about understanding and managing them. And today, we're diving into the science behind it to unlock your inner strength. So, what happens in our brain when we get emotional? It all starts in a little almond-shaped part of our brain called the amygdala. Think of it as your emotional alarm system. When it senses a threat, whether it's a real danger or just a stressful email, it triggers the fight or flight response. Your heart races, your breathing gets shallow, and your body floods with stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline. This system is amazing for survival, but in modern life, it can get a little overactive. This is where the prefrontal cortex comes in. It's the part of your brain right behind your forehead, and it's your rational command center. It helps you think, plan, and make decisions. When you practice emotional regulation, you're essentially strengthening the connection between your rational prefrontal cortex and your emotional amygdala. You're teaching your brain to pause and think before reacting. So instead of the amygdala hijacking your response, your prefrontal cortex steps in and says, "Hey, let's take a breath and assess this situation." Ready to try a powerful technique? It's called cognitive reappraisal. That's a fancy term for reframing your thoughts. Let's say you get some critical feedback at work. Your initial thought might be, "I'm a failure." That's your amygdala talking. Cognitive reappraisal means consciously changing that thought. You could reframe it as, "This feedback is a chance to grow," or, "They're offering this because they believe I can improve." See how that shifts the feeling? You're not denying the situation. You're just changing the story you tell yourself about it. This simple act can calm your amygdala and activate your prefrontal cortex, giving you control. Another fantastic tool is mindfulness. This is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. When a strong emotion comes up, instead of getting swept away, you can simply observe it. Name it. This is anxiety. Feel where it shows up in your body, maybe a tightness in your chest or a knot in your stomach. By observing it like a curious scientist, you create distance. You realize you are not your emotion. You are the one experiencing the emotion. This separation is incredibly empowering. Simple breathing exercises, like inhaling for 4 counts and exhaling for 6, can also activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which is your body's built-in rest and digest mode. It's like hitting a reset button on your stress response. Building emotional resilience doesn't happen overnight. It's like building a muscle at the gym. It takes consistent practice. The more you use these techniques, the stronger those neural pathways in your brain become. You're literally rewiring your brain to be more balanced and less reactive. You start noticing the gap between a trigger and your response. And in that gap, you find your freedom and your power. Remember, every emotion has a purpose. They are messengers. The goal isn't to silence them, but to learn their language and respond wisely. By understanding the science behind your feelings, you can turn emotional turmoil into a source of strength and self-awareness. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey into the mind. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more content on mastering your inner world. What are your favorite ways to regulate your emotions? Share them in the comments below. See you next time.